Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Did Taylen Green consult you about how to ask his then girlfriend to be his fiance?
Well, it probably would have been a lot cheaper. I asked Jamie to marry me in the pickup truck, and it didn't take too long. Hell, I was pretty sure she was going to say yes, but wasn't 100% positive. She kept it simple. She was going to say yes or no. I mean, hell, it's just a question, but I know it,
Yeah, it's just a question.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to
The show of record for Razorback fans.
Driving my son to school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo
There we
Show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
We have had quite a morning here on the Chuck and Bo Show. We've, for the last 90 minutes, been without internet here in the building. But it's come back up. It's back on. We're back with you. I'm still not exactly sure what happened. I just know that we went out to a break at 6:30, roughly, Edward.
Yep,
something like
first
that.
hour.
Bottom of the first hour. And bang. Bart says the internet's out. And since then, Bart's been on the phone. Now, I don't know where Bart is right now, but he's been talking to these guys. And so we are back up. And Bart, what's the I know you're like looking at your watch and looking at the sundial and all this stuff, but what's the story here? We good to go?
Well, we should be in theory. It looks like our affiliates are having to reset their connections to connect back to us.
I think our online stream is.
You think it's going
It's
now?
up and running.
Oh,
we
yeah,
have viewers in.
Our internet is up and running.
All right.
We're live online. The radio is to be determined.
Well, see, when all this happened,
Yeah.
the assumption was, something's occurred close by. Like there's been an accident or, something's happened. We're not the only ones without internet. And as it turned out, we were. Bart gets on the phone. We're on there looking to see if there's an outage. You know how you do when your internet's not working. You look to see if there's an outage. And there wasn't. And so we determined pretty quickly it was just us. And so Bart calls AT&T. He had the wherewithal to actually call AT&T. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. When the guy said your name, I wondered where it was going. I mean, you obviously got a call center. But somehow or another, you maneuvered through the maze and talked to somebody who knew what was going on and who could solve the problem.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah, I heard you.
It's amazing the hoops you have to go through just to get somebody to help you these days.
Yeah, Bart's talking to some guy in an unair-conditioned call center. Yeah. God knows where.
The information. Finally, I thought I was going to have to give him my social security number, the rights to my unborn.
They
wanted to my
to
future
know
unborn child. Whatever else was needed to get. And apparently they needed to know Bo's favorite actor.
Yeah, we
was
had
the
some fun with
security
that
question, which
It was not Jack Nicholson.
nor Tom Hanks.
Nor Dustin
Hoffman. The reason this is funny is because Bo is not one that sits down and watches a bunch of TV shows and movies and is just into pop culture like that.
Right.
So the fact that that's the security question, I have a lot of questions coming out of that.
Well, but the bottom line is, somehow, some way, you got us back on the air. So that makes up for the fact that you were late this morning.
Yeah.
See, this has been one of those days. Yeah, go ahead now. Go ahead. What's that drop we've got? Go on, nerd. Get out of here, nerd.
Oh, yeah. Baby Billy.
At any rate, this all began last night. It actually began last night. I just checked my phone at 8:01. I had a phone call from Bo. Well, it's the end of summer. School starts, I guess, in Fayetteville tomorrow. Is that right?
That's right.
School starts tomorrow.
Tuesday morning.
The public schools begin this week. And Bo's going to spend one more summer day with his kids, which I think is great. So go have a great time. Go have fun. Everything's fine. We'll be good to go. So, the first time in 15 years, he says, Bart oversleeps. And so 6 o'clock rolls around, and it's just me and Edward. And I think the radio gods intervened.
I think so.
I think, in fact, if you want to look at what happened today and define it, I would say an act of God. Because clearly, after that first segment, and after the fact that Bart was late, the radio gods intervened and said, we got to put a stop to this. And so somehow or another, they knocked out the internet.
Oh,
And,
there we go. There we go.
Are we up and running? What was that? What's that I'm hearing across the room over here?
The app
It's
is still running
Edward-
apparently, but there we are.
Edward's phone.
Okay.
That's
All
good
right.
news. That
I had
means
the-
everybody
I had
can
the
hear us.
app
That means
open.
everybody's
That
That
back
means
for it,
everybody
right?
can hear us.
We are on the airwaves.
Did anyone ever discover what the problem was?
So all I know is what happened. I don't know what caused this to happen. I have never seen this happen in my entire life.
Yeah.
But apparently, so we have fiber internet.
So that's
here.
two things that have not happened in your life before, like you overslept and the internet
Yeah.
messed up in the fashion it
Bart,
did.
you need to go lock yourself up
Yeah.
somewhere for the rest of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I think you're in danger.
Yeah, they're like
Go ahead.
these
though.
things
I
come
didn't-
in
I didn't-
threes. I
I didn't
don't
mean to
love
interrupt
this.
your story.
So I apparently, like, we have fiber internet here, right?
Fancy stuff.
Right, to enable us to be able to broadcast the show. The thing about fiber internet is it basically never goes down, like, unless there's a hardware issue, right? Like the internet itself is not going to go down. It's not like whatever crummy service you may or may not have at your home, like I do, that goes out constantly. But apparently our modem and router here decided to, I don't know, just change its settings randomly and reset itself to factory default, which is like in the middle of the day, and threw everything off, all of our equipment off, because we were no longer connected to the correct Wi-Fi network. The Ethernet was not working. Nothing was happening. I do not know why that happened. Maybe the machines are taking over. Maybe AI is taking over. I don't know.
Act of God.
Yeah, act of God. I mean, it could be a number of things. I don't know why it happened, but that is what happened.
Well, I don't know. I don't understand anything you just said, but I'm glad it's working now.
That's not much different than any other.
Well, no, I mean, I was just like, I was amazed, number one. I got to give you props. I've talked to phone people at times when there have been issues.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard to remain reserved. It is hard to, like, keep your wits about you. At least it is for me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. But at one point, I heard the octave in your voice go up. And I thought, oh, God, here we go. Bart's getting ready to just split this guy open. And but you didn't. You kept your wits about you.
Well, we
And
tried.
you were able to figure this out.
Look,
But-
it's not his fault. The person I was talking to on the phone, none of it's his
yeah,
fault.
but that's
like,
never that generally doesn't
it's
stop
not,
us.
It's not his fault. The hoops you have to go through just to get some help are absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
All the different. I was like, but at one point I was like, buddy, I look, I've told you I don't have any of this information that you need. I don't know where it is. I don't know. I do not know the account
Did you call
number.
him buddy? Did you say, listen, buddy?
I might have said pal.
Yeah. Sport.
Champ. Chief. Listen here, Chief.
Yeah. Well, it's good you charmed him. Whatever you
well-
said, you got him on our side. And I guess that's the
So we're back. We're here. We're live. We're making it happen.
it's incredible.
It really is.
But at any rate, 2 hours down, 1 to go. We're having a good morning so far. And we just need to continue the momentum. Razorbacks had a scrimmage over the weekend and seemed to be an offensive kind of day. In fact, Edward, can we play sound bites again?
We can.
All right. Let's play the very first soundbite we played on this show today before everything went haywire. This is Sam Pittman.
Well, he threw 1, 2, ran 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. He threw 5 or 6 touchdowns. He threw the ball really well, accurate, ran the offense, controlled, like a second-year guy, probably that's ready to go, should. I thought, Taylon did a really, really good job.
And, so much of what is going to transpire this year is going to be contingent upon Taylon Green, good or bad. But who are the other guys? The one name that keeps coming up is Mike Washington, transfer running back out of New Mexico State. We brought his name up a time or two last week, and his name came up after practice too.
Everybody on defense and offense just have a really standout, remarkable game today.
Mike Washington, got a 62-yard touchdown, maybe second play of the game. Then he came back, rushed one for about 4 yards, had a 40-yard touchdown run. Pretty good. And obviously the line's doing a good job and all that too, but Mike stood out to me.
He's a guy that, we brought up the name Jaquindon Jackson before. And, Jaquindon started like a house of fire last year and then got hurt. And just had trouble getting back out on the field. And I really think by the end of it probably was about ready to go, just to be honest with you. You're going to take some lumps at that spot. You're going to get hit at that spot. You're going to have to play hurt at that spot. The most encouraging part about – I shouldn't say the most encouraging. One of the encouraging things out of Pittman's soundbite there was the fact that he caught a 62-yard pass on the second play from scrimmage. Bart, I was thinking about Niall Davis, whose name's been brought up. Wingo, you think about that game against Alabama where he caught that wheel route.
Yeah.
When Petrino's offense was really good here, and there were a couple of years there where it was really clicking, the backs were a big part of it. They were catching passes and turning little swing passes into big gains or, running that wheel route. Which he loves. So it sounds like Washington has that same kind of versatility.
Yeah, it certainly does. And that's a big part of a Bobby Petrino offense. Like doing, I'll say, interesting things with the running backs in terms of formations and routes is a huge part of Petrino's offense. But so is the protection aspect. And that's what I'm really interested in, Chuck. I thought last year the running backs were pretty poor in terms of pass protection, and they're going to need to be better this year. We obviously think the offensive line is going to be better, but for Petrino's offense to work, you have to have that's part of what Niall Davis was so good at. Like, he was a really good blocker as well. That's why he played so much. That's why he had so much success in this offense. All those running backs were fantastic blockers. If you have an improved offensive line and then a running back who can occasionally, chip a guy, throw a good block, save Taylon Green from getting absolutely crushed from the blind side, and also sneak out of the backfield and run a wheel route, run screens, run underneath, some mesh concepts with the running back. Like, all that stuff, that just opens up the offense and, for lack of a better phrase, lets Bobby Petrino cook and lets him do what he does best.
I like it when you use terms like mesh concepts. Yeah.
Bart's been playing a lot of the college football video game recently.
Yeah, mesh concepts.
Those are a huge part of Bobby Petrino's offense. I know. I'm just saying. Those have always been a big part of his offense.
All right, for my money, this was the highlight of the weekend. Cam Little, NFL preseason.
Holy smokes. They got a shot.
He just kicked a 70-yard field goal. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
I've never seen that. The NFL record. That would be an NFL record.
In the first half. Holy smokes.
That's unbelievable.
70-yard field goal. It's not an official record because it was in a preseason game. So it doesn't go into the record books. But here's the deal. Most of the time when you hear like 67, 68, it's either in Denver or it's in a dome stadium. He did this in Jacksonville, where I'm going to guess the humidity level at game time was probably about 75%. It's outdoors. And I don't know who their color guy is there, but give him credit. I mean,
That's unbelievable.
He picked up right away that thing had a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And evidently, you watch the video, it just exploded off his foot. But to me, it was the fact that it was in Jacksonville, heavy air, right by the ocean, and he's outdoors.
Unreal, man.
You kick that in a dome, it might have been good from 80. I mean, I'm not exaggerating.
I mean, it had a little bit more
domes,
on it.
Domes are made for kickers. Domes are made for kickers. Thin air made for kickers. That's why Jason Elam out there at Denver for all those years.
He had the record for all that. For all those years.
And but Cam Little, I mean, holy cow. Now, obviously, you don't get a lifetime contract for that. He's got to keep making them. And he's probably not going to get to try a whole lot of 70-yarders. But, man, for a moment.
I hope his head coach has the courage to let him kick from 70.
If it's the end of the first half, if it's a similar situation, he might do it again. All right, 877-377-6963. That's the number that'll get you into the program. Bo's away today. Bart overslept, and the internet went out. But other than that, everything's going great. It's 8:18. This is the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
I want to see you and Bart in the old three-legged race.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let me just...
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments just call for something unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you don't just buy a diamond. You create an unforgettable experience. Their newly remodeled space is stunning with Cafe B right inside and their in-house diamond expert that'll help you find the perfect piece every time. That's just part of the Blakeman's experience. When you see the purple bag, you know it's something special. It always saves the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
As a play-by-play announcer, my eyes are everything. I need to see every detail on the field to call the game the right way. So when cataracts started affecting my vision, I knew I couldn't wait. I went to Dr. Betts and the team at McDonald Eye Associates. And truthfully, I wish I'd done it years ago. The difference is incredible. The whole experience was professional, easy, and honestly life-changing. If your vision's holding you back, take it from me. Don't put it off any longer. Schedule your appointment with McDonald Eye Associates today.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Hey, it's Bo, and for me, business comes down to working with people I like and can count on. And that's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They do what they say, they're on time, and when they're done, it's like they were never there and you have a brand new roof. Built with expert craftsmanship and the best materials. When it comes to commercial or residential roofing, get the customer care Teamwork Roofing and Construction offers. Check them out on their Facebook page, Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork. Today's been it's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here. Let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I think it's an outstanding schedule. With that, everybody, that gives the University of Arkansas one hell of an opportunity. And we've got a good football team, too. They have to play Arkansas, too, now.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
8:23, rolling again. Internet back up, feeling good. Ready to attack the new week now. What do we do before internet? My gosh. You know, I've not paid a lot of attention to this, at least not as much as everybody else is, apparently. But if you follow sports at all, you know that the Savannah Bananas and their second team, the Party Animals, have literally taken the nation by storm. Find a stadium, put them in it, they're going to sell every ticket. I mean, we're talking football stadiums, 80, 90,000 people. It is the toughest ticket wherever they perform. And the Party Animals are going to be in Fayetteville later this week. They're going to be at Baum Walker Stadium, Friday and Saturday night. Let's not kid ourselves. We may not be talking about this as old, stodgy sports fans, but the rest of America is paying attention to this. This is the toughest ticket in town right now. Maybe by the end of the week, and I hesitate to say this, maybe the toughest ticket in Baum Stadium history. I got on SeatGeek a while ago. Now, Edward's going to explain this in a minute. He was telling me earlier today there's some system that the Savannah Bananas Party Animals have in play. It's not as easy to take your tickets that you buy from them and put on one of the secondary sites as maybe it is some of the other tickets. And people, generally speaking, don't sell them. But the cheapest tickets that I've seen for these games, Friday and Saturday night, are in the Hog Pen for $175. That's the cheapest that I've seen. Maybe you guys – now, both you guys are going, from what I understand. Is that right?
Yeah.
What's the story on this?
In terms of, just why? Why it's so –
Yeah. What? See, this is one of those things where, look, at my age, I remember the Harlem Globetrotters, back in their heyday. And I can tell you in their heyday, the Harlem Globetrotters were – just wildly popular. I was thinking this morning, I saw them when I was probably no more than about 12, 13 years old. This would have been, 50 years ago. Meadowlark Lemon, I saw the A-team. Meadowlark Lemon, Curly Neal, Marcus Haynes, the whole bunch. And I remember it like it was yesterday. It was such a big deal to get to go to that. I am guessing that the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals are the same thing. I watched it some on ESPN the other night for a little while. And basically, the Party Animals are going to do the same thing the Savannah Bananas do. To say that they're like the B team, I don't think would be accurate. It's a heck of a show. But, you got guys in stilts. There's no play that's made like a routine baseball play. It's going to involve a flip. It's going to involve, catching it behind your back. The umpire's going to do a full somersault at first base before he makes the call. It is an incredible show. I'm not sure what the commentary is here for what I'm going to call regular sports, but clearly people want to be entertained. They found this entertaining. A Major League Baseball game in some places can't draw 15,000 people.
The Rays average less than 10,000.
But you can put the Savannah Bananas in Clemson's football stadium, and they put 90,000 people in there.
Yeah.
They could have this thing at Razorback Stadium and probably fill it up.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 20/20. But if you bring the Savannah Bananas in here, put them at that stadium, you'd fill it up.
Yeah.
And you could probably say that about a lot of stadiums. I would be interested to know if there's anyone listening who's seen them, who's been there. Because the things that I see on television, it is like a subculture. And there are kids who, when I was 12 years old, I can name you the lineup of every team in the National League, and I wasn't just some, dorky outlier. Most of my friends could do it too. I'm going to suspect now that they can do similar things with the Savannah Bananas.
We've already got some texts rolling in.
Have we? What do they say?
Gavin in Fayetteville says he's seen the Bananas and he's going to watch them this weekend, or the Party Animals this weekend. It's going to be a blast. And then Ben in Ozark says, I took my 11-year-old to see the Bananas in St. Louis. It was the most entertaining baseball I've ever watched, and I'm a hardcore Cardinals fan for the past 30 years. The hype is real.
Well, it's the biggest crowd they've had in Busch Stadium in probably 5 years.
Probably.
Well, I think you said it. Like, people want to be entertained, Chuck, right? I think this is new. There's a novelty to it, and like, people are always hyped about things that are new, things that are different. I mean, I remember when the first Whataburger came to Northwest Arkansas, the line was down MLK all the way to campus.
Oh, I get it.
And so there's that aspect, but there's also the entertainment and, like, look, to a lot of people, baseball is boring. To a lot of people, baseball is boring.
They've tapped into something here, though, that goes way beyond what normal marketing would be. Yes, it's new, it's novel, kids love it. But that doesn't equate to 90,000 people at a football stadium. That doesn't equate to every professional ballpark they appear in. It's a sellout, and tickets are like gold bars.
Yeah.
That goes beyond your normal novelty. That goes to something that they have literally from the outside looking in. They have created a subculture. It may be a niche of a niche, so to speak, but man, it is as loyal as it can be. Because, like, for example, was it Gavin? He's been to see the Savannah Bananas before. He's going to go again, probably going to go see the Party Animals. I can only equate it to the heyday. I mean, the heyday. When the Globetrotters were in their heyday, they filled up every arena too. They'd fill up Madison Square Garden. You'd watch the Wide World of Sports on Saturday afternoon on ABC, and when they were on there, wherever they were, it was packed. The biggest crowd that building had held probably in quite some time. It seems like it's going to be that way with these guys, at least for a while. And again, it is the toughest ticket in town. And I will admit there's an aspect to me that's like, where have I been? How have I missed all this? Because I see it. I know it's out there. I see the guy on stilts. I know the guy from Arkansas is the one that works the microphone and apparently is great. Not good, great. And I just feel like I've missed it all. And I know that, obviously, it has captured the imagination of America. And I'm going to be interested to hear from you guys on a report. Edward's fired up.
I'm excited.
And Bart's excited, too.
It's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be fun. Now, I will say, if I was ever playing baseball and I hit like a line drive to the outfield and somebody did a flip and caught the ball, I think I would just like walk off the field and never play baseball again.
Well, and the thing is, you can orchestrate certain things. There are certain things out on the field you can orchestrate.
Sure.
But some of the things I've seen them do, they've just got the moves at the ready. Mm-hmm. I mean, they just like go into their repertoire right there. And because if there are 3 straight ground balls to short, the guy's going to field it in 3 straight ways or 3 different ways. The guy at first is going to catch it in 3 different ways, and the umpire is going to make his call in 3 different ways. It is it's something else. But I'd be interested in it, and it's interesting to hear from Gavin. I got to punch up the text line here. See what I'm interested to know if it's as good as advertised. It sounds like I've not talked to one person who walked away thinking, I don't know about this. Everyone that I've talked to that's been there thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. 877-377-6963. 8:33. This is the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. I mean, how could you want anything
Courtesy
more?
of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Particularly in the South, I'm not sure there's a title that carries more weight than coach. Maybe preacher.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
tell you one thing, but listen, what a great show you. The best sports show in the state is, no doubt, the Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Man, these shows just fly by when you only do 1 hour, huh? It's like, wow, seems like we just got started. We're glad you're here. If you've gone away and come back, thank you. If you've stayed with us throughout the entire time, thank you again. But the internet went out about 6:30 and did not come back up. That's one of those technical terms. Come back up until, about 5 minutes till 8, something like that. We, Bart, worked the phones after, of course, oversleeping. And, here's what happened. Bart oversleeps and then comes in at the end of the first segment, which is like 6:18 roughly. And he's bringing breakfast, brought breakfast in because, that's the quickest way to make friends.
Oh, I felt bad.
Is to bring food. And you're here like 10 minutes and the internet goes down. It's like welcome to Monday. And so, I'm thinking, well, we're shot. But no, Bart's on the phone and everything's all well and good and got all the passwords reset. And you really did yeoman work over there.
I think I'm going home and wrapping myself in bubble wrap the rest of the day.
For a guy who started his day late.
I'm a little concerned. These things happen in threes. I'm kind of like, what's coming next?
Yeah. Well, Bo's gone today. Bo's spending one more summer day because school starts, I guess, for a lot of people tomorrow. Some may have started actually today, but it's back to school week, and Bo will be back tomorrow. Hey, they're always working at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric, and regardless of the season, whether it's the heat of August or the cold of January, comfort and quality are always within reach at Pascal. Now, they've been doing this for a long time. If you're in Northwest Arkansas, over 50 years, you've heard the name Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric your entire life. They've expanded to a lot of parts of Arkansas, in fact, outside the state as well. I'd go so far as to say, if you're listening on the radio right now, if you're inside the state or right around the borders, Texas, Missouri, there's a Pascal representative servicing you right now. And their plant protection program keeps you humming year-round. Regardless of the season, you've got peace of mind because preventative maintenance is what keeps everything from just falling apart, like here this morning when the internet went down. It's not going to happen to you with Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Schedule your service today. Professional people, professional service. You can log on to gopascal.com. So I was looking at the text line during the break, and again, I've just been out to lunch on this Savannah Bananas Party Animals thing. They're coming to Fayetteville later this week. Tickets are at a premium. I mean, really at a premium. And I just feel like I've just not been paying attention because, they are a worldwide phenomenon, or at least certainly a countrywide phenomenon. And both you guys are going to be in attendance. And suddenly I'm envious of both of you guys getting to go to this because of the fact it's an event. It's a sought-after ticket. And you guys have the most sought-after tickets in town.
If someone had an extra ticket, Chuck, would you say yes to going with
Well,
them?
I might.
Interesting.
Are you going to offer?
Well, I did in the break, and you declined.
Well, see, you're not supposed to reveal that part. You're not supposed to reveal the part that you offered, and I said, I'm not going to go see that.
You could hold the 1-year-old.
Well, actually, whatever they have done, look, I'm an old school baseball fan, all right? But I have to admit, as I've watched Major League games play out on television this year when I've watched them, I've gone to a minor league game or two, I find myself thinking, is this entertaining? Or would I rather be watching something like the Savannah Bananas or the Party Animals? Now, look, you go to a minor league baseball game, if you're going to watch the game, now if you're taking your kids, it's a family night, everybody's going to have a good time. But if you're going expecting to watch a really good baseball game, I mean, they ought to be paying you. I mean, honestly, some of them. I mean, it's not the greatest product out there, comparatively speaking. Boring, just boring. But what these guys are doing, I mean, there's action on every pitch, every play. Literally, you don't want to go get popcorn because you're going to miss something. In baseball, like if you're watching the Cardinals play tonight, you can run to the store. I mean, you can go to the store, pick up a couple of things, come back. Yeah, you might have missed a little something here and there, but chances are, essentially, it's going to be the same game when you get back. It's not like this with these guys, evidently. Again, I was looking, something peaked, I will admit, it was about 5 o'clock this morning when I was, taking a look at what in the world we were going to talk about today. And I saw an article about, where they had played. And I thought, those guys are coming to Fayetteville, if I remember right. And so I Googled, when did the Party Animals come to Fayetteville? Lo and behold, it's this weekend. And I thought, I wonder how much these tickets are going for. And that's when I started punching up these sites, like $175, $200, $300. Now, Edward, you were saying something about, did they do something a little bit different?
I'm not entirely sure. I haven't been the one handling the tickets, but I believe they have an internal system to swap tickets with other people to avoid high reselling costs. So I'm not sure how those tickets are on there. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm not sure, but that's my understanding.
It's interesting you say that because when I went to these secondary sites, there weren't that many tickets there.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, either nobody's selling their tickets. Well, that was my first thought. Nobody's selling their tickets. And but it sounds like maybe they've got – and, again, it's because I've been out to lunch on this. Evidently, they've got some kind of system in place where it makes it more difficult for people to scalp tickets. Now, I'm going to read a text here that we got just a moment ago, and I think this is what makes them successful. A guy's wife, no interest in baseball whatsoever. Watch the Savannah Bananas. It's laugh out loud funny. I mean, we've gotten 2 or 3 texts to that effect. See, I believe one of the reasons, just as an aside, that Baum Stadium has drawn the crowds they have is because it's comfortable. Your family can come. Your wife and kids can come. It's not just old guys coming to a baseball game anymore. You got to be able to attract the whole family. Whatever they're doing, they've got the kids begging the parents, the wives begging the husbands, or the kids begging both parents to go to the ball game. And they're spending whatever they got to spend to go. And when I saw that, I think they sold out Busch Stadium a couple of nights in a row. Cardinals hadn't sold out Busch Stadium in forever. So evidently they've found something that the public starved for.
Well, and I think they have a great marketing strategy as well. And just the way they market their players and what they're all about, especially on social media, especially in short form video like on TikTok or Instagram. They do a great job with that. And it makes you want to get to know who these guys are, what they do, and everything. That's a huge problem in Major League Baseball right now, because I can guarantee you that a casual sports fan probably couldn't name you 10 Major League Baseball players. I'm serious. Like how many now, Chuck? You're a baseball fan. You can probably name most of the players on the St. Louis Cardinals roster. I don't know, after the trade deadline, maybe not, but
not as many on other teams.
Right. That's my point. You have really great star baseball players doing really awesome things, and nobody knows who they are.
Yeah. You know who Cam Raleigh is?
Cal. To our point. Yeah.
His dad used to coach at Tennessee. All right, we got to hit a break. 8:48. We'll wrap this up when we come back. This is the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
Chuck, you've been around a while, and look, I don't mean that ugly. And Bo, you've been around not as long as Chuck.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, if you're struggling to get your Social Security disability, or you're buried in debt thinking about bankruptcy, don't wait. You need a legal team that knows how to fight for Arkansans.
That's why you can trust Cadell Reynolds. Bill Reynolds and his team know how to get results when it matters most. Whether it's personal injury, disability, or bankruptcy, they've got your back.
Dial 866-314-3728 or visit CadellReynolds.com today.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Some moments just call for something unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you don't just buy a diamond. You create an unforgettable experience. Their newly remodeled space is stunning with Cafe B right inside and their in-house diamond expert that'll help you find the perfect piece every time. That's just part of the Blakeman's experience. When you see the purple bag, you know it's something special. It always saves the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story. Hey, it's Bo, and for me, business comes down to working with people I like and can count on. And that's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They do what they say, they're on time, and when they're done, it's like they were never there and you have a brand new roof. Built with expert craftsmanship and the best materials. When it comes to commercial or residential roofing, get the customer care Teamwork Roofing and Construction offers. Check them out on their Facebook page, Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
Why deal with the stress of commercial travel when you can fly on your schedule with Jet Aircraft? No TSA lines, no baggage claim, no waiting around. Just you and your crew flying in comfort and style. Whether it's a weekend getaway, a golf trip, or planning your football travel for the fall, Jet makes it easy. Seats up to 9 with a full bar, custom catering, and plenty of space. Visit Jet NWA for pricing and more. That's Jet with 2 T's.
So I spent yesterday, you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
is Bo old enough to have a grandchild? That's amazing. Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell him that, though, because his head might get too big.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
His head's enormous already. Bo is away today, one more family day before school starts tomorrow, and we're all back in the saddle tomorrow. Razorbacks will continue to work this week. Had a scrimmage on Saturday. Heard from Pittman a little bit earlier. Again, apologies for being gone for about 90 minutes this morning. Internet issues, but those have been taken care of. They've been fixed, and everything's ready to go. So, we're going to wrap it up, but I'm going to tell you before we go that if you are wondering if now is the time to sell your home, and you know, from time to time we do wonder. If that's on your mind this week, let us recommend Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, to you. They can tell you if it's the best time to sell. And let me tell you, if you are looking for a home, they can take care of you there as well. You're dealing, number one, with the most extreme, the most trained in the business. I mean, nobody does it better than Weichert when it comes to training an agent. And they've been turning houses into homes since 1978. They've got a great selection. You can check it out at WeichertGriffin.com. Again, this thing just flies by when you're only doing like an hour. Thank you, Bart, for getting up and, you know, coming in and getting it all taken care of.
Yeah, you got it.
Bo will be back tomorrow. We'll can't do any worse. Talk to you then.
Hey, if you've been thinking about a new ride, now's the time to make it happen. That's because Chevy of Fayetteville is kicking off their summer drive deals with some of the best offers you'll get all year. Trailblazers starting at $23,000, Colorados from only $30,000, the new Equinox EVs from just $30,000. No matter